On the Hermit 145 bind and fly from Hobby King. And you see I have it here in this box here. I can fit my flight batteries, and the quadcopter easily fits in here. Also can fit my, let's see if I can find it here, FPV screen. Could easily fit in here as well. Find plenty of place in there for the batteries, but you see it's very compact. A lot smaller than I was anticipating. Just as a size comparison here, I have my 1SQ, which is really, this is about the same size as, it's a pretty small quadcopter. It's a micro size. So the size comparison between these two, you can really see there really isn't much of a difference size-wise. It's a little bit bigger, but still just tiny. It just fits in the hand. The antenna on the back is just a really little short one. It's got like a little clasp there that holds it in place. It's got a Velcro strap to hold the battery. The camera angle is adjustable. By sliding the plates back and forth, you can adjust the camera angle. Speed controllers are part of the arms. And the motors actually plug in there. Let's see here, there's a speed controller down there, yep. The screws look like, motors are held on with screws. So you can see there's 3 screws there holding the motors on. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I really like it so far. As far as the design-wise, it seems pretty darn good. It also has a tiny little baby receiver and flight controller. They're stacked on top of each other, and it's just a teeny tiny receiver. This is the antenna, actually. This little red antenna is for the flight receiver. And then there's the little micro USB for the flight controller. So it's an awful lot crammed into a really small package. And it's got like a carbon fiber frame. As far as I can tell, it is real carbon fiber. I think it's aluminum hardware there holding the 2 plates together. The flight battery plugs in through the bind port. That's where you plug your power cord into. And yeah, here's the little blades. They are just press fit onto the motors, and they're really rigid. They're a fairly thick plastic. They're real tough little blades. So that's just, I guess, an overview of it. I can tell by flying it already that I'm going to need to calibrate the flight controller, because it's from the factory. They didn't do a very good job of getting that calibrated, and I suppose no matter what, you really need to do it because they're on the other side of the world, so things are not relative across the globe, of course. So, but yeah, pretty happy with it. Looks like to replace these arms, camera focus, there's 2 screws with nuts on the other side, and that's how you take those arms off, and then they plug into the flight controller over here. So you do have to take the top plate off and unplug it, but it's kind of a plug and play arm if you want to replace them. So, but yeah, it's a sweet little unit, compact, and it'll be fun to do some more flying with it. Like I said, I'm just using the DX6 radio right now, and I did get it to bind. It was a little tricky getting it to bind up, but it seems like it's holding the bind because I've powered it up several times, and it is connecting to the quadcopter. So that's just a little overview here video of the Hermit, and I'll do a follow-up video later on once I get some more flight time on it, and so we can see exactly just how well it flies. So thank you for watching. Yeah, so doing a video here. I got a chance to add a couple of new features to this radio. I got a couple new gimbal ends. And what I put on here is a push button. The push button here on this stick. And on the end of this stick, there's a 3-position switch. So I can assign these to any function. Jetty makes these as an additional add-on feature. They make a 3-position switch like this one. They make a 2-position switch. They make this push button that I got on the right stick here over here. And they also make a knob. They make a stick with a knob on the end for proportional control at the end of the stick. And you can mix and match and add these on at will, or when you want to add the feature. One other thing I did add also is a locking switch. This is typically my throttle cut switch or my throttle hold switch for my safety. And instead of having a traditional switch, this is a locking one where you have to pull up on it and it unlocks it. So that way if you actually bump it, it won't move. So when it's in the safe position, it's just extra safety there so that you don't actually bump the switch and hurt yourself. So I added that switch as well. But this is really neat because it really allows me to, on a tray radio, it's a little tricky sometimes to reach your switches. Sometimes you tend to make undesired movements in the control when you're reaching for them. Maybe awkward, and this is really the most efficient way to do it because it's right there. It makes it just more enjoyable to operate the radio system. So I'm going to go ahead and start it up here.
My master.
And kind of demonstrate these buttons here. Right now I have a flight mode.
GPS enabled. Position hold.
So, and then
GPS manual control.
So I have that set up for my flight modes, and then over here I have this set up for alarm or a data.
Signal 0%.
And then if I hold it down,
Signal 0%. Timer 8 minutes 0 seconds.
So I can add any sort of alarms or notifications, and that's what I like this button for. It's a great way to get your status reports on any parameters that I wanna see. So there's a quick video of what I added to this. Can't wait to try it out. I haven't got a chance to try it yet, but I'm hoping to get a receiver in the Quantum Nova to test this out. That's kind of my intent. So anyway, thanks for watching the video.